So today's video is going to be for the new players out there who are just about to start playing live, or those who've been playing live for a little bit but still pretty new to it all. So one of the kind of most important things when you're playing live is to always make sure you've got spare strings. I've seen plenty of times bands, they've got a string snapped and the guitarist has to run through all the other bands trying to find a spare string because they haven't bought their own, and it's just a bit of a headache really. So make sure you've got spare strings. Similarly, make sure you've got spare batteries if you've got active pickups or pedal boards or anything like that. So basically have spares of everything, put them in your guitar case, you're set. Next up, make sure you've got a good tuner. You can either have the ones that go in line with your cables. They're pretty useful for doing before and after shows, but during a show it's a little bit more awkward to use. If not, you've got the little clip-on ones. Clip them onto the headstock, you can use them anytime, great. And then you've also got the pedal board ones that you plug into your pedal board and they sit on the floor, light up display so you can see in the dark, and you can tune them whenever you want to between songs and stay in tune. So another very important thing is whatever you plan to play live, make sure you can play it standing up. Quite often, myself included, we practice sitting down, and as soon as you stand up it's a very different feel to holding the guitar and generally where your arms sit with you when you're standing up compared to when you're sitting down. So make sure you practice all the songs you want to play standing up. So another pretty common thing I see with new players is when they plug in their guitar when they're playing live, they literally plug it in like that, and what happens is they'll stand on the cable and out it comes. Sound stops, they fumble to put it back in, you get some noises from the PA and so on, so it's not great. What you should do instead is put it through the strap and then round and then into your input jack. This means it's going to get caught on the strap. So no matter which way I'm pulling, it's not going to pull out on itself. So it doesn't matter if you stand on the cable and get caught, the jack's not going to come out of the guitar, you're not going to stop the cut sound of the guitar. So you're covered. So learn this one, very important. So it's also important to play within your abilities. It's better to play something simple well than something complex badly. If you're playing something simple, you'll be a lot less anxious, you know you can do it, so you're not going to be worried about mucking it up, and therefore you can enjoy the show more, which then reflects in your performance. You're going to perform better. So play within your abilities, don't try and show off too much. So finally, make sure you practice lots. It's a pretty simple one, it goes without saying. The more practice you are, the more comfortable you'll be. The more comfortable you are, the better the performance. So as a guitarist, you're going to be mainly listening to the drummer and the bassist. At a live show, you're probably going to pick out the drummer the most likely the snare as well. So pretty much keep an ear on the snare, as it's normally on the 2 and the 4, or maybe beat 3, depends on what time fill you're doing. Lock in with that and you'll be good. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you're about to play your first show, I hope you absolutely smash it. If you've got any more suggestions for new players, please put them in the comments below so I can see and we can maybe make another video. I also have a Patreon running, so if you want to support me, you can click here. And thank you very much. I hope you found it useful, as I say, and I'll see you soon.